Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Crypto Scene Investigation, where we have a look at various cryptocurrency projects and we ask ourselves, should we be investing in them? Today we will be looking at District0x. If you guys like what I do on this channel, consider liking, subscribing, and if, you want to comment, you're welcome to comment. Just read that little grey box down the bottom. Now, we're going to be going through a bunch of things today. We'll be going through some of the metrics. We'll be going through some kind of like brief AMAs. We'll be going through who the team is. A little bit of the team. We'll be going through some token metrics, some social metrics, some Reddit metrics. We'll be going through Google Trends, and going through a bit of their white paper and some other things as well. So let's do a little bit of a deep dive-ish into these guys. District0x, that's how you pronounce it. Market cap is currently $110 million, which means that it is out of the realm of riskier than other projects because it's now reached that $100 million market cap mark. But a reason for that is because it's probably pumped hugely in the last, like 24 hours or whatever. Like, I mean, if we can go from like down here and then, sorry, over the last few days, I take that back. I mean, it's just had a massive pump recently. So people are talking about it. You know that your boy doesn't like shilling on this channel, so this is not a shill. We're just going to be looking at the facts. We're not going to be discussing what the project does in general. We're just going to be discussing what social metrics we can find. Now, two huge things is that these guys are both on Coinbase and Binance, and if we jump to our little doco over here, we can see that Binance and Coinbase are tier 9 and tier 10. So what I'll do, we're going to tick them as having a 10 already because that's a good time. Cool, next section. So this is their medium. Cool thing about the medium is that they're keeping it up to date. March 18th, so March 31st, March 9th. So you guys know the drill. Next section. These are the holders. Interesting thing. So this may actually be a wallet. Although it says that it is a contract, it may actually be purely a wallet. I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping that it's not, but it may just be. Also, as you can see, Binance holds another huge amount there, which is wonderful, which means that there is going to be a huge amount of liquidity for these guys. I mean, $30 million in value according to this. So yeah, good on these guys. You can see Coinbase and Bittrex down here as well. So there's not really any big, like, threatening big boy holders. Especially if this contract is a legit contract, although this may have something to do with it being a proxy contract, but we'll look at that briefly through Token Sniffer. Now let's have a look at BSC check. So they have no buy tax, no sell tax. Contract created on in 2017 on the 17th of 07. What is that? August? Yeah, no, July, I think. Yes. Yeah, so they said that they cannot read the contract owner, cannot check dev wallets, cannot find LP infos. The LP info, so keep in mind with LP infos regarding Token Sniffer and BSC check, is not that relevant because they are already listed on major exchanges. So that is fine. That is not anything for us to be too concerned about. It says detected address 18%, but that could be because it's not reading it properly and not realizing that it is actually a contract. Next section, Token Sniffer. Buy and sell, absolutely fine. No price limit token contracts, cool. I mean, it's been around for years, so it's a bit surprising. And I believe that it is open source from what I did see. I can briefly show you their actual GitHub as well. And I'll see if I can actually... Cool, so these are a bunch of their repositories. You can feel free to have a look over these. I mean, they've got a whole bunch of things. So they've got like 117 or something repositories. So, I mean, it is a developer's dream. Yes, so we'll continue back to Token Sniffer. Holder analysis. So actually, let's have a look at the proxy contract. So it says the source code contains a proxy contract which could potentially allow the functionality to be changed. And now I have highlighted a few things on Moonarch over here, which we will be having a look through because these guys have got a whole bunch of things within their contract, which Moonarch is like, hang on, check this out, man. Yes, so in terms of the liquidity present, I mean, that's okay, to be honest. Like, who cares about like general liquidity? I mean, Uniswap, whatever. Just buy it on Binance, link down in the description. And it also says all other holders possess less than 5% of the circulating supply. So they don't have any burns yet. So burned tokens is 0. So that 5% could, that's probably going to be pulling off this, to be honest. It's probably going to be pulling off that 15% there. Would be my guess, okay? It's going to be my guess. But keep in mind that this report was generated on the 17th of January. So this could literally be false reading the Binance address if the Binance address was once at 18% during that time. Keep that in mind, folks. Just bear that in mind, okay? We try to deduce as much as we can. So in terms of unlocked, 99% unlocked, 100% unlocked of liquidity, 0% burned. Creators like somewhere here, 0%. Cool. So other things. So here are some things which I highlighted. So stop in emergencies. So to me, this reads, and I'm not saying that it is this, because keep in mind that your boy is not a developer or anything like that. So if you guys do have any corrections with this, please add it into the comments, and I can go and add it and pin it to the top if you know what these things mean better than I do. So stop in an emergency, from what I see as that would be pause and unpause the contract, even though it doesn't come up saying that it has any issues with being able to be paused and unpaused, because usually it would come up under the contract analysis, but it could be because of the way which it's written that could be a cause for concern. So mini-me token .generate tokens might be a hidden mint. There are a few other things which talk about possible hidden mints. Another one is the balance of, but I feel like that's usually a false negative. Yeah, so I'm not really too concerned about that jazz. But it does possibly have the potential for a hidden mint, but it seems like all suppliers currently in circulation already, and I don't think and I haven't seen anything where they can actually increase the amount of circulation. So what that means is that if they even did have the ability to mint, they pretty much have no room to mint, because like all of the tokens are already in circulation. So that's kind of like, you know, so don't really worry too much about that, but it's still there just so that I could show you guys. Except ownership might contain a hidden owner check. So keep in mind that this doesn't show the owner. So we couldn't find the owner on BSC Check, Token Sniffer, or Moonarch. None of them said that we could find the owner, although Token Sniffer, and I think that this could be a false positive, says ownership renounced or source does not contain an owner contract. So it's likely this one here, source does not contain an owner contract. So couldn't find anything regarding that. But when they say accept ownership, that to me says, oh, maybe they can go and actually transfer the ownership. So that's sort of what I think, especially when you have something else like change owner, for instance, although I didn't actually highlight that. Let's go and highlight that bad boy now, yoink. Yes, so what else do we have? I'm gonna probably get a better highlighter as well. I just downloaded this. Function has modifiers, so stop emergency, we know that. Set max gas price. Don't think we need to be too worried about that, but just thought I would highlight that anyway, which kind of resonates a bit with the sort of changing tax prices, but these guys would likely not do that because they're on Binance, and if they change anything like that, then Binance is going to kick them out faster than you can say Mississippi. So function district0x network token has modifier mini-me token. Yeah, not sure why I highlighted that, but you know, another one, function release has modifier only in emergency. So when I see function release has modifier only in emergency, what I read that as, and once again, your boy ain't a developer, what I see that as is that if, let's say, they have stopped the actual thing in the emergency, then what that means to me is that in the emergency, for instance, they can somehow get their own tokens, but I could be wrong with this, so you know, your boy's just going based on the negativity. But keep in mind that because these guys are 5 years old, and it doesn't seem like they've done anything suspicious so far, because none of my token scanners have gone and picked this up, and I haven't seen anything which is sort of like really stood out to me as, oh my gosh, these guys are trying to scam us. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about that jazz. Cool. Social Blade. They tell us that they've gotten 17 followers in the last 30 days. That's probably going to be increasing very recently as well. Although it's kind of strange how that's minus 22 from like a few days ago, and then yeah. Yeah, so I don't really have much to say about that, so we'll move on. Didn't see any sort of crazy bot comments, but I thought that this was pretty funny. Feeling a bit green today. Yeah, and then some people are like, oh my gosh, crazy. One other thing is that they did post something else, and here is something which they said, question, why are your Discord users punished for asking why DNT is pumping? Your Telegram is muted, and we are told to take trade talk trash to Reddit. However, I went on to their Reddit, and they say a friendly reminder about price talk, and here's what they actually say. I see lots of people are curious about the recent unexpected price change and came into the Discord demanding answers, so I assume many will be doing the same here. We do not have any answers for the price change, as price manipulation isn't, never has been, and never will be something we do in any way. It's not our concern how the free open market will speculate on and or trade the DNT token. What the team is focused on is building solid, good, usable products with utility. Come to our 2 times a week Twitch stream on, yeah, you guys can read that. Again, no price speculation on the subreddit. Your posts and or comments will be removed, which kind of counteracts what this is. I'm like, okay. And then somebody's like, scam, but I mean, I don't really trust that because, yeah, it's like, I don't really think that these guys are scam at all from what I've seen. Yes, so just letting you guys know that is my position. Your boy don't shill, but yes, we talk about the facts. So they've got about 10,000 members. Let's have a look at some actual subreddit stats as well. So as we can see, 10,000 members. These have been the subscribers since 2017, so you know they had a bit of a big burst, and so this kind of follows the price chart in a kind of weird way. So they've currently got about 10,000 now. So subscriber rank, lower the better. Cool. Comments per day, so not really much. Then whoosh, and then you know like kind of like. So it doesn't seem like there's really much interaction on the actual Reddit community. If anybody knows any Discord like server scanners or Telegram like thing scanners, that'd be great, because you know that'd be helpful for some of my research. And then posts per day, once again it was high, and then so now it's sort of chilling a little bit as well. So I expect this to probably get a little bit bigger over the next few days, but it might not. Yes, so anyway, we're going to move on from that. So this is what the Google Trends say. This is the Google Trends over the last 5 years. Literally pretty much almost looks like identical to, you know, what you can see here. Which is actually really funny. Although, once again, not many people are actually currently searching for this right now, which is a bit surprising. Because that's, I think, one of the ways which I found this, is to see what people were searching. Yes, giving you guys some insider info. Website. So from what I could see on the website works. Everything looks pretty good in terms of the actual roadmap. We can see what they have ticked off. This is pretty cool. I mean, they'll probably have more information during their AMAs, because they do actually have a bunch of, so this is their YouTube channel right here. They actually do have a bunch of information on here, so you guys can watch, you guys can listen and learn and all that jazz. I'm not going to do it. I'm not your mum, not going to do it for you. Go clean your room, you dirty man. Cool, so our roadmap, proof of concept, project development, sorry, deployment, yikes. Network growth, DAO development, yeah, so yeah, I think that's pretty good, but it would be nice to maybe see some ETAs, for instance. It would be nice to maybe see, so like we can see some ticks here, and the ticks kind of disappear every so often, so I'm sort of like, okay, that's a bit annoying. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just because I like zoomed out, but yeah, it'd be nice to maybe have like a bit of a more clear roadmap, if that makes sense. Next section, so this is their team page. When I click into their team, it takes me here. This shows nothing about the team. Horrendous. Absolutely awful. Guys, post your pictures. Don't be afraid. In fact, from their website, I couldn't actually see anything where it linked to a white paper. How did I find the white paper? Went to CoinMarketCap and had to click white paper right there. That was how I found it. So that's annoying. Guys, sort your jazz out. So this is an AMA done by these guys. This was on June 26th. We'll go to the next one. And they have had other interviews / AMAs with other people around the district0x thing. So I mean, good on these guys. Good on them for showing their faces. Good stuff. Also, another annoying thing: quarterly updates. Okay, so we see 2020. Where's 2021? Where's, like, what the heck? Like, why do you suddenly stop at 2020? So to me, that is another risky sign, is that these guys may not be doing as much as they may lead on. But they could be. They may just not have updated this part of their website. Do not know. You know, we have to try to make a collective conclusion. So this is the white paper. Don't know how old this white paper is, though. Oh, jokes. It says September 14th, 2007. Why did I not go right there at the beginning? Yeah, they also have the roadmap showing on here, which is cool because they actually do show the sort of 0.2 and 0.3, which is like the roadmap on their website. And this is the team here. So they only show two faces, so we'll only be looking at these two guys. I did try to look up Alexander, couldn't find him. So Joseph Ergo, let's have a look at some of his background. Please excuse me if I'm mispronouncing your name, Mr. Ergo. So he's a co-founder of district0x. He was the CEO of Sorcerers, advisor of status.im, or however you pronounce it, Spankchain and republic.co. And then another one is Mattis. Please excuse me if I mispronounce your name as well. He's also one of the co-founders. Although it says lead developer here, he is actually one of the co-founders, and it says that he's the tech lead as well. So he's the lead developer. He's worked as a few different types of developers, mostly with Angular JS, for a bunch of different companies. So that gives you guys a bit of an idea in terms of their experience. So in terms of experience, I would say that it's pretty nifty. Now let's get to our favorite part of the video, which you guys always love. Dude, I forgot to like talk about my Patreon. We'll do that at the end. So functional and clean website / media, pretty good. Not great. I feel like they could have more info on there. And they don't even show the team, so I'm going to give them about a 6. So it looks nice. It's a very pretty layout. Everything is good. But it's just lacking info, and I don't like that. So any threatening big boy holders, I'm gonna say that these guys are pretty on point with this. Yes. I almost want to give them a 10 for that. We'll just briefly check again. Yeah, we'll stick with 9. Didn't see any paid bot comments. We don't know if the token/coin distribution is fair. I'm going to take that as not applicable because we don't know. I couldn't find anything regarding actual tokenomics and distribution. So if we're just going based off this, it seems pretty fair. But yeah, solid roadmap. I'm going to give them a 7 for that. You guys should know the answers for that one. Is the team docs with LinkedIn? Like, barely. We kind of have some names. Yeah, so I'm going to give them a 6 for that. Infuse and AMAs, they get a 10 for that. They show their faces and all that jazz. Any relevant team experience? Yes. But we don't completely know everybody's experience, so I'm going to give them an 8. Because for the main guys, the main like co-founders, they seem to have some pretty good experience. And we don't know any partnerships, so I don't want to put not applicable. But I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to bring these guys down to a 3 for that, because, yeah, because we don't know any partnerships as far as I could see. They don't have anything on their website about that either. Jeez Louise, it scared me. Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? Yeah, so anyway, 4-star, which is great. So if you guys know my other videos, you know that 4-star is definitely on the higher mark rather than the lower mark. That's my video. Once again, please do consider, liking and subscribing and doing the old commenting thing, which I think is this one. There we go. And then we got that, because, that is hilarious. So if you guys do want to if you want to make any fan requests, please, for the love of a goat nugget, please consider becoming my advocate. If you don't become an advocate, then you won't be able to get any fan requests. Also, as a part of my fan requests, yeah. Don't know what I was going to say, but you also get early access and pretty much everything else which you can get on here. I do have an introduction video for when you do become an advocate as well. So anyway, guys, that's my video. Hope that you enjoyed. Much love, fairly well. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Hope that this was insightful, and yeah, be good boys and gals.